Welcome to Read in Minutes. Here's a short summary of the book Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. If you enjoy it, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get started. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo is a masterfully crafted fantasy novel set in the vibrant and treacherous world of the Grishaverse. The plot centers on six misfit characters in the bustling city of Ketterdam, each with their own intricate backstories and motives, who come together to execute a seemingly impossible heist. The narrative begins with Kaz Brekker, also known as Dirty Hands, who is a young yet formidable leader of the Dregs, one of the city's most feared gangs. Kaz, with his sharp mind and ruthless demeanor, is approached by Jan van Eyck, a wealthy merchant, with an offer he cannot refuse. A chance to break into the impenetrable ice court and retrieve Jesper, a scientist who has developed Param, a powerful drug that can amplify the abilities of Grisha, individuals with magical powers. The potential for this drug to upset the balance of power in the world sets the stage for a high-stakes mission. Kaz assembles a diverse and skilled crew to undertake this perilous mission. Each member brings unique talents and their own motivations for participating in the heist. Inej, known as the Wraith, is a master of stealth and espionage. She was taken from her family and sold into slavery, eventually landing in the menagerie, a notorious brothel. Kaz rescued her, and now she serves as his spy and his moral compass. Inej's ability to move silently and her knowledge of Ketterdam's underworld make her an invaluable asset to the team. She is driven by her desire to earn her freedom and reunite with her family. Jesper is a sharpshooter with a gambling addiction, constantly struggling to balance his reckless tendencies with his sense of loyalty and duty. Jesper is a crack shot and a Grisha durist, although he keeps his magical abilities a secret. His charm and easygoing nature mask a deeper insecurity and a yearning for his father's approval. Jesper's skills with firearms and his quick thinking often save the team from dangerous situations. Inej is a Grisha heartrender who can manipulate the human body, driven by her need to rescue Matthias, a former Fjordan witch hunter, and her conflicted love interest. Nina was captured by Matthias and his fellow Druskel, who view Grisha as abominations. However, during their journey back to Fjorda, their ship wrecked, and the two were forced to rely on each other for survival. Nina fell in love with Matthias, but in a desperate attempt to save him from execution, she betrayed him, leading to his imprisonment. Her goal is to free Matthias and earn his forgiveness. Matthias, initially harboring deep hatred for Nina due to their clashing backgrounds, must come to terms with his prejudices and decide where his true loyalties lie. Matthias is a skilled warrior with an unwavering sense of duty and honor. His internal conflict and evolving relationship with Nina add emotional complexity to the narrative. As he grapples with his feelings and the teachings of his homeland, Matthias must choose between his ingrained beliefs and the new perspectives he encounters. Finally, Wylan van Eyck, the runaway son of a wealthy merchant, brings his expertise in demolition and engineering, hiding his own secrets and vulnerabilities. Wylan fled his father's oppressive household after discovering that his father planned to have him killed due to his perceived inadequacies. Despite his privileged background, Wylan is intelligent, resourceful, and determined to prove his worth. His knowledge of explosives and his courage under pressure make him a crucial member of the team. The novel delves deeply into the backgrounds and motivations of each character, enriching the narrative with their individual stories. Kaz's past is particularly harrowing, marked by the tragic death of his brother and his subsequent transformation into a ruthless leader of the Dregs. Kaz and his brother Jordy were swindled by a conman, resulting in Jordy's death and Kaz's near-death experience. This trauma shaped Kaz into the calculating and vengeful person he is, driven by a desire for revenge and a need to protect himself from vulnerability. Inej's history of being sold into slavery and her enduring hope for freedom add layers of complexity to her character. Her faith and her determination to reclaim her life fuel her actions throughout the story. Inej's relationship with Kaz is marked by mutual respect and unspoken emotions, as she challenges him to confront his past and his feelings for her. Jesper's struggle with his addiction and his hidden Grisha abilities reveal his internal conflicts, while Nina and Matthias' tumultuous relationship highlights themes of love, redemption, and the breaking of ingrained prejudices. Jesper's need for adrenaline and his desire to prove himself drive many of his decisions, often putting him at odds with his better judgment. His journey is one of self-acceptance and learning to balance his impulses. Nina and Matthias' dynamic shifts from antagonism to reluctant alliance, and ultimately, to a deeper understanding and affection. Their journey from enemies to lovers is fraught with tension and emotional stakes, as they both grapple with their past actions and the prejudices they were taught. Matthias' transformation is particularly poignant, as he learns to see beyond the propaganda of his upbringing and recognize the humanity in Nina and other Grisha. Wylan's estrangement from his father and his efforts to prove his worth underscore his journey of self-discovery and acceptance. Despite his father's cruel treatment and low expectations, Wylan's intelligence and resilience shine through. His growing confidence and his developing relationship with Jesper add depth to his character and highlight the theme of found family. The heist itself is a masterclass in tension and strategy, as Kaz's meticulous plans are constantly thwarted by unforeseen challenges. The ice court, a heavily fortified stronghold, proves to be as formidable as its reputation, with traps and guards at every turn. The crew's ability to adapt and rely on each other's strengths is tested repeatedly. The action sequences are fast-paced and vividly described, immersing the reader in the high-stakes environment of the ice court. As the plot unfolds, the characters' relationships evolve in compelling ways. Kaz and Inej's bond is fraught with unspoken emotions and mutual respect, complicated by Kaz's inability to let go of his past traumas. Jesper and Wylan's growing attraction adds a touch of romance and vulnerability, contrasting with the harsh realities they face. Nina and Matthias' dynamic shifts from antagonism to reluctant alliance, and ultimately, to a deeper understanding and affection. These relationships add emotional depth to the narrative, highlighting the characters' growth and the ways in which they confront their personal demons. The climax of the novel is a whirlwind of action, deception, and heartbreak. The crew's mission reaches its peak as they infiltrate the ice court and face their greatest challenges. Betrayals and sacrifices abound, pushing each character to their limits. The resolution of the heist is both satisfying and devastating, leaving the characters to grapple with the consequences of their actions. Kaz's final gambit reveals his true cunning, but also his vulnerabilities, as he confronts the reality of his choices and their impact on those he cares about. Six of Crows is not just a tale of a heist, but a story about the power of trust, loyalty, and resilience in the face of insurmountable odds. Leigh Bardugo masterfully weaves a narrative that balances action, emotion, and intricate world-building. The novel's rich character development and the intricate dynamics between the crew members elevate it beyond a simple adventure story, making it a profound exploration of identity, redemption, and the complexities of human nature. By the end of the book, readers are left eagerly anticipating the continuation of the story in its sequel, Crooked Kingdom, where the fates of Kaz and his crew will be further explored.